comedy in the 20th and 21st century, a tradition that stretches back to music halls, burlesque, vaudeville, the silver screen, Chaplin, Laurel and Hardy, the Marx Brothers, and then its legacy destroyed. This week on Crimes Against Humanity, witness the crime against mirth and comedy as the battery-operated magic toupee continues to rape and defile comedy like a doggy necrophiliac humping dead bones. I really don't understand that analogy, but damn it, it sounds dramatic. The battery-operated magic toupee, the podcast.
The Battery-Operated Magic Toupee, the podcast! Journey to dimensions of existence even more moronic and idiotic than ours. Alternative universes of such stupidity that we've constructed the Battery-Operated Magic Toupee. Warning! The following comedy is intended for mature audiences and for those not easily offended. If you're of a delicate disposition and offend easily, for example, if we refer to you as a silly cunt, we recommend stop listening immediately, cancel us now, and fuck off.
Canabal Café.
Waiter, what's on the menu? Well, we murdered a very attractive young woman of African descent. Very tasty. Extremely plump around the buttocks area. Very juicy, filleted in butter and spicy pepper. I highly recommend it with a side salad. If you like your meat a bit leaner, sir, we have a middle-aged Caucasian gentleman. Apparently went to the gym twice a week, so he's in pretty buff condition. I highly recommend it with a thick gravy stock made from his testicles.
Opening soon on the high road, Cannibal Café.
I'd like to order some Asian food. Certainly, sir. We've got a young Japanese student attending dental school. Very thin, a bit stringy, but I highly recommend stir-fried in soy sauce and vaginal juices. We have a 400-pound sumo wrestler who apparently choked to death while eating a dozen eggs.
Are you the diner, or are you on the menu? Cannibal Café.
Inspired Business Now, the show where extraordinary captains of industry share their inspirational life stories and reveal how they made it to the top. Now, with us is the CEO of British Stuff Limited, Lord Nicholas Cauliflower. Lord Cauliflower, welcome to Inspired Business Now. Please share with us the story of your extraordinary life and how it all began.
Where do you want me to begin?
At the beginning.
Okay. I was born. I remember being pushed through my mother's vagina. I remember thinking, oh my God, this opening is enormous. It's massive. I'm there thinking, what shall I be born as? Which is an understandable question, since I observed this opening. I noticed how colossal it was. I thought, oh my God, I must be a baby elephant, 'cause only a mama elephant could have such a huge opening that I'm being pushed through. I certainly couldn't be a human being. Well, you can imagine my shock when I get pushed out and I see I'm a human being. I think, oh my God, if this lady sneezes, she's gonna suck up all the furniture in the hospital room up her enormous vag.
Begin a bit later.
Well, you asked me to tell my life story from the beginning.
Could we skip the birth and your mother's private parts, please?
Okay. I remember seeing my father for the first time. He looks at me. He looked worried. He was unshaven. He had the big bags under his eyes. He obviously didn't sleep the night before. And I'm thinking, hey, father, your new son comes into the world. At least have a goddamn shave and try wearing a clean t-shirt. God damn it. I'm your son, your new baby boy, just coming into the world. Wear a jacket and necktie, you ill-mannered gorilla.
Could we forward past this bit as well?
Okay. So I'm there. I'm a newborn. My parents bring me home, and they introduce me to my brother and my sister. And I'm thinking, oh my God, they're retarded. Look at them. My parents must be cousins. And then I take another look at my brother and sister, and I think this is even worse. My parents are probably brother and sister. I'm thinking, oh my God, I haven't even seen myself yet. What incestuous deformities must I have?
Could we forward past that also?
Okay. So I look down. I see my enormous schmeckle, and I think maybe I was right after all. Maybe I was born into a family of elephants with a wanga-dang doodle like this.
Let's go forward a bit more. How did you become a captain of industry? We actually want to know how you became the man that you are. How did you go from the factory floor to being the head of one of the biggest corporations in the country?
Okay. It was very simple. I noticed my boss looking at me in an odd way, and I march in his office. I get on my knees, and I give those corporate bozos the best fucking head he ever had. He shot his wad like a fire hose putting out a 5-alarm fire. And at the end of it, I became the head of the company.
So that's how you became head? By
giving head, and not just head, but fantastic head. How can you be the head if you don't give great head?
And that's why you're called the head of the company.
We interrupt this program and the extremely informative interview for this dramatic bulletin. You may have noticed we at the station have completely overhauled our dramatic interruptions of programming. Notice the thrilling new music to accompany these dramatic interruptions. We even contacted Max Clippersheet, one of the best short theme music composers in the business, known for his outstanding music work for the 22nd, and we don't mean 22nd as in the number 22nd, but 20 and the times second. The 22nd Transfire tampon commercials, specifically that touching theme for their new Women's Overflow Special Edition. Not only that, I've been personally working on my new dramatic reporting voice. Have you noticed how earnest and serious it is? Whatever the emergency, I will announce it right now in my improved dramatic voice that makes you stand up and take notice. Mine is now a voice worthy of big things. A major, devastating earthquake or tsunami. A shattering political assassination. A declaration of war. Even a deadly meteor racing toward the planet to destroy Earth. Wait a minute. I just received an update on the report that I was going to warn you about. It's all, in fact, a mistake. There is no emergency. I'm afraid we got a bit, so to speak, ahead of our skis here at the newsroom and jumped the gun. There is no emergency. We're terribly sorry that we interrupted this enlightening, most interesting interview, and we go back to our exclusive with Lord Nicholas Cauliflower, head of the company.
I see. Well, thank you, Lord Nicholas Cauliflower, for that wonderful demonstration. Let me just wipe the tip off. I see why you're the head of the company. Your head truly makes you the best head of the board. Do you do handy wankadoos as well?
Hold it right there! Stop! This is the end of the sampler! If you want to listen to the rest of this thrilling episode of the battery-operated Magic Toupee, click on the link below, or listen to it on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. And listen to this.
As we gain a higher understanding of stupidity, we gain a deeper understanding of ourselves. Hence we bid farewell to the battery-operated Magic Toupee, pooting and spooing and farting thick brown smoke as it dimly staggers from reality to reality on its moronic mission.
You have been listening to the battery-operated Magic Toupee, the podcast. It was performed and was written and produced by Elliot Stein. Copyright 2025, Gargoyle Entertainment. Thank you for listening! That was a sample of an episode of the battery-operated Magic Toupee, the podcast. Please click on subscribe and like and all the other cool and generous buttons that are on whatever site you just listened to this on. That helps us a lot, and we really appreciate it. What you just heard was a sample, a taster, and if you like the taste, come listen to the whole podcast on Spotify, Apple, and other cool podcast platforms. And if you really liked it, really liked it, come be a member, a paid subscriber on the battery-operated Magic Toupee, the podcast Patreon page for the complete uncut episodes and lots of other cool shit. Each episode takes 2 solid weeks to create and lots of resources to produce. It costs money, and we rely on the generosity of our members to keep the comedy going. And you can visit our webpage at BOMT.UK or battery-operated Magic Toupee.UK. And don't forget to tune in to the next thrilling episode of the battery-operated Magic Toupee, the podcast.
Toodles!